headphone users.
Okay, we're now all on. Please confirm Daniel. Daniel is.
Yep,
confirmed.
I'm here.
Yep, we both made the same joke at the same time. Like we do.
Man, remember when Twitch used to like start running a stream when it came on? When you were on the page for it? That's like... And you have to refresh the second page, and I'm not actually getting anything.
That's not good.
Check the fascinating.
Well, I mean, it appears to be conduliating properly, but...
We are offline at 7:60. Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're on now?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, we are moving. Oh, there we go.
Yes, we are. We're moving. Hi, this is us moving.
You know, Brendan,
Yeah?
viewers probably think you only have one shirt.
I do only have one shirt.
Okay, never moving properly. It was like really choppy here.
And what do you do when the baby spits up on your one shirt?
Clean it. What do you think I am, an animal?
Yes. We all are. I don't know about you, but I'm not a plant, nor a fungus, and I have a lot more than one cell.
Mm-hmm.
Billions and billions of cells.
No, you are the
Must be
world's
nice to be a
largest...
plant.
You are the world's largest single-celled organism, Daniel.
No, well, the world. Once you get outside of this world, there is that giant amoeba from Star Trek.
They thought it was a nebula.
But they were wrong.
It looked like a nebula.
Bruh. Cat hair all over everything.
Looked
Anyway.
like
Shock.
Welcome to the internet.
Yes. And hello, Internet. It is 2:30. I'm sorry. I'm so late. It's my fault. But anyway, 2:30 on Saturday, July 15th?
Yep.
Cool. July 15th, 2017.
This isn't the Daily Show.
This is Early Throne Special. I'm your host, Mark Amsride, DJ Amstrack. Today we have Brendan Mabry and Daniel, and we are going to be continuing the Blackwell Epiphany. Let's see, last time... The biggest thing I remember last time was... Oh, right, okay, so...
We've been traveling in time.
What?
We have. We've gone back and done sections.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the perspectives jump back to...
That's right, with the...
Flashback part.
Yeah, the perspectives have jumped back on a couple of occasions to the Countess, like when she was actually alive.
Ain't
And-
no party like a flashback party because a flashback party's got wavy lines.
Diddle, diddle, diddle.
So yeah, that's been happening. We dug up a little too much stuff and found ourselves being interrogated by a police officer who was not Inspector Durkins. Is that his name? Durkin? Yeah, Inspector Durkin.
Yeah, Sam Durkin?
Yeah, Sam Durkin.
Yeah.
And so was... oh yeah, it was over because that other police officer that had killed herself because whoever this mysterious big bad is was after her. And we were not able to save her soul, unfortunately, again.
Could have if she had just shut up and ran into the light.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, we did get her inside.
Or possibly, like,
Inside her
not
head.
shot herself until after she had explained that, like, talk first,
Mhm.
then put yourself in peril.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Additionally, you know, there's still her daughter. Did we get her daughter?
Yeah,
save
yes,
her first.
we did send her daughter, so she's fine.
That's good.
Send. What is this, FF10?
Well, it's a good word for it.
Joey's an unsent. He's like Aaron. Major spoilers if you haven't played FF10.
That's almost as far gone as Eris dies at this point, I think.
Frodo lives.
Okay, so after that heated interrogation, Sam is like, okay, you're in this. I don't know how you're in this, but you're in too deep. You can't get out now. What do you need? And so from there, we have gotten several reports. We've
been investigating that weird group that centered around that church.
Yes,
A lot of the people involved have been in.
yes.
And we found Father, what's his name, who's another
Raccoon Laser, yeah.
dude.
No, yeah, he's another. What is the word?
Father Mike. He's another one of those guys.
Yeah, Father
Bestower?
Michael Bestower. Thank you. He is also a bestower, and his spirit guide is Madeline. She, after Joey successfully freed her from that limbo that she was in,
Chicken limbo.
she found herself reattached to some new mediums. The first few of which died in pretty short order. One of them was Lisa, apparently, Lisa Tenzin from the last game. I think everybody that she became attached to very briefly were characters that we had interacted with already. Then she found herself attached to Father Michael, who is at the moment too occupied with maintaining his circle of protection to really do much with her.
A really visible circle of protection.
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful one if you can see it.
Like, I shouldn't be surprised that these games are getting increasingly paranormal, but straight up magic have D&D. Wonder if you use salt for it.
Probably. Salt, holy water.
That's basically the same thing. Like, you know how to make holy water, right?
I thought it was just water.
A lot of salt and a priest's blessing.
Okay, I knew that a priest's blessing was involved. But...
Holy water would burn anyone's face, well, your eyes anyway, because of how freaking hypotonic it is.
Yeah.
Hypertonic,
But yeah, that brings us about up to where we are. Madeline shared her information with us, and that's where we left off.
Holy water does not have to be made with salt.
Not always. Huh.
All it technically requires is a blessing.
I know Adopt is, for some reason.
Watch it again. Would you did your games?
I mean, it's like a cut rate holy water where they said
There
less
we
than
go.
salt, and he makes the salt into some water.
Okay, let's.
Don't walk.
Oh, yeah, I'd better not walk. Oh, now I can walk. Okay. No, actually, I should. Nope, stop. Okay, I guess. Okay. Let's get in out of the cold, I guess. Be considerate. And talk with Joey.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah?
The ghost on the roof was George's
Oh, yeah.
neighbor. If we can get
Another
through to her,
ghost.
she might tell us something.
You say that like it's easy to get a spook to tell us anything.
I still can't get over that I've met another, person like me.
Yeah, and he's right in the thick of all our problems.
He didn't ask for this, Joey. None of us did. I've got a list of all the people found in the Carth house. It's complete now, thanks to us. I know that there are a lot of self-help groups in New York, but I've never heard of any that could do that.
Whoever they are, we'll get to the bottom of it. I promise you that.
I don't think we're done talking to Palin. I'm not sure we started talking with that.
Michael has got
No,
to
we
know
did.
more
We
than
totally
he's
did.
telling us.
Maybe we should keep talking to him. He's bound to spill something.
I just thought I could cancel that exit click before.
Familiar faces. It is a relief to see you both.
You have anything else to tell us, Madeline?
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Oh. Okay,
Okay, so yeah, we did ask about that.
apparently now that she's filled you in, you can ask Father Mike about it.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall
That's
not
what you
want. He makes me like...
Father Michael?
Yeah?
I can't believe there's another medium in New York.
Medium?
Sorry, I mean bestower. I've been calling myself medium for so long I sometimes forget.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not like I have anyone to talk to about this stuff. Nobody living, anyway.
Hey, look, I'd love to swap ghost stories with you, but it takes all my concentration to maintain the circle.
Right, sorry. Maybe we'll have coffee later? You know, after we save your soul and everything.
Sure, sounds great.
So you're working with Madeline?
Working? I guess you could call it that. I've been too busy being scared to give it any serious thought.
So why'd you send Madeline outside?
Her presence disturbs my concentration, so she's keeping as far away as she can until this is resolved.
What about us?
You're the ones who are going to save my hide. For you, I'll make the extra effort to focus.
How did you learn what was happening?
You mean that our souls were being taken?
Yeah.
It was a few weeks ago. I was at the bedside of a friend. Jeffrey, his name was. He went to the Grace Group meetings back in the day. Like me. He had been in a car accident. Hit and run. He was dying, and he wanted me there. And when he died, I saw it. His spirit being torn apart. He screamed. I'll never forget that scream.
I know. I saw it too.
Anyway, with Madeline's help, I began looking into other members of the group and learned it was happening to all of us. You know the rest.
What is this circle?
Oh, this. Madeline taught me how to do it. It prevents anything spiritual from getting to me. It takes some concentration to maintain, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit inhospitable.
What about yourself? Is there anything we should know?
Look, you're not exactly catching me at my best here. I can't do anything. I'm not a true bestower like you are. Madeline says she's been weakened, or I've been weakened, or something. She doesn't know. Believe me, if I could do what you can do, I'd be out there trying to stop this. But I can't. So all I can do is hide.
Could you tell me about the Grace Group? It was some kind of self-help group?
About 20 years ago, I was a very different person. I suppose you could call me an alcoholic, although I wouldn't have said it at the time. Then I saw an ad in the newspaper. It promised to help folks like me find their way. It seemed to be some kind of hippie self-help group, but I went to a meeting anyway. I don't remember much about the meetings, but somehow I had discovered that going to seminary school was something I had to do. It all made sense.
Made sense.
I just knew it was what I was meant to be doing, and I was right.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one.
Fine.
Did you know that there's a ghost across the roof from George's apartment?
Really?
Do you know anything about it?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess that was a flag or something?
I guess.
Because now Madeline might know something. Jeez, don't.
What happened at these meetings?
That's just it. I don't remember. Until recently, I never questioned it before. How messed up is that? I'd go, I'd sit down and leave. I'd meet with the other members for coffee afterward. What on earth did we talk about? We must have found something. But I do remember a man. Benjiro. He ran the meetings.
Benjiro.
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
How many people went to these meetings?
There were 6 of us. You already know about Leah and George and myself. The others are dead.
Who were they?
Does it matter? They are dead. Their souls were taken.
Even still, tell me.
Jeffrey Dutta, Heather Goffstein, Peter Fielding.
Sweet.
So the man who ran the Grace Group meetings was named Benjiro.
Yeah, Japanese guy. I don't remember anything else about him.
You racist.
We've got names. We got names.
Could you tell me about Jeffrey?
God, Jeffrey Dutta. Talk about transfiguration. When he walked into that Grace Group meeting, I thought he was in the wrong place. I mean, the guy was a Wall Street broker, for crying out loud. He could have bought the church and everything in it. But he later confessed that he tried to kill himself. Twice.
So what happened to him?
He became a professional dog walker. Can you believe it? He used to pocket millions a year, plus bonuses. Then he was picking up dog crap for $25 an hour and smiling about it.
$25
He
an
was
hour?
hit by a car crossing the street. A hit and run. I was at his bedside when he died. Madeline had been around for about a month at that point,
and
I
also
saw
a
his
dog
spirit
walker isn't
rise from
going to
his
have
body.
40 hours
I
a
thought
week.
I was supposed to help him, but instead you know what happened next.
Could you tell me about Peter?
Peter Fielding, yes. I never had much
I don't know how
contact.
to do it. He'll show you
He
how to
died
walk
several
dog.
months ago. I'm afraid it's too late for him.
You saw his soul being taken?
Well, no. He died before Madeline came into my life, so I can't say for sure. But he went to Grace Group meetings, and he's dead. What other conclusion can I reach?
Tell me about Heather Goffstein. You said she was a member of your group.
Yes, she was one of us. I asked George if he knew where she was. He told me she was dead. I'm afraid it's too late for her.
Is this like Peter? Did you actually see her soul being taken?
No, I didn't. Thank heaven I didn't. Seeing it happen once is more than I can take.
How exactly did Peter Fielding die?
Why? Are you going to try and find his spirit? There is no spirit. It's gone.
You said it yourself. You don't know for sure.
It was some kind of accident. I'm not sure of the details. I read about his death in the obituaries. Too late for his funeral, sadly, but I said a prayer for him.
How did Heather Goffstein die?
I'm afraid I don't know. George was the one who kept in touch with her. He told me she died, but he didn't tell me how or when. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul.
Oh, I can go upstairs.
That's far enough.
Oh, come on. It's me.
Sorry. Bestower or no bestower, I'm taking no chances. Get back.
I can't go upstairs.
Fine.
He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Michael said that a man named Benjiro ran the Grace Group meetings.
My host has said as much to me, yes. Sadly, he does not remember much about him.
Could you tell me about Jeffrey?
I'm afraid not.
Do you know anything about Peter Fielding? He was in the Grace Group with Michael.
I have never met him. He passed away before I became bonded with my host.
Michael believes his soul was already taken.
He might be right, but he may not be. If his spirit still exists, you are the ones to find it.
Do you know anything about Heather Goffstein? She was in the Grace Group with Michael.
I know of her, but I have never met her. She passed away before my host and I became bonded. I never encountered her spirit.
Michael believes her soul was already taken.
It is certainly possible, but I refuse to lose hope until I see the evidence.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Yeah, we have a bunch of names.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Let's see. Yep, hit and run, like you said. Technically, the case is open, but nobody has any hopes that it'll be solved.
Can you tell me anything about the death of a Mr. Peter Fielding?
Okay, let's see. Yep, here he is. Peter Fielding, age 54, owned a fitness center in Murray Hill called Field's Gym. He fell off a ladder while fixing a light bulb in the locker room, hit his head on the bench, and bled to death. Nobody found him for several hours. An ambulance was called and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Nothing more than that?
That's pretty open and shut. Accidental death.
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. Sorry.
I'm trying to find someone named Benjiro. He ran some kind of self-help circle called the Grace Group.
Let's see. No, nothing on file. Sorry.
Roof
Do you
ghost.
know if any of George Austin's neighbors died recently?
It's not in any of the reports. Do you have a name?
No, not yet. But she lived across from George. Can't you look it up that way?
I can't, no. The way the system works, I can only look it up by the victim's name, not address. Sorry.
What is wrong with your database?
Do you have a record of a Michael Cooper in your system? He's a priest.
Let's check. Sorry, whoever he is, there's no file on him.
You don't think it's relevant that both Leah and George went to the same self-help group?
That group met over 20 years ago. But even still, the two of them were a couple. They did lots of things together. Went to the same restaurants, went to the same shows, slept in the same bed. So they went to the same church. It means nothing.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one.
Why is it even there if you're not going to ask anybody about it?
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Probably to
Sure.
serve as a cross-reference handle.
So if we combine it with each of those other names, we can see if any of them are listed in it.
It's true.
By the way, I think you might have a new location.
I do. Fields Gym.
That's a pretty solid window.
Oh, it looks gaseous to me.
It says members only. It seems to open with a key card.
You know, like the mail slot in Elite. It holds the atmosphere in somehow, but let's sift through. I think it's a guy.
Exactly. While Rosangela just creeps out there.
Looks like some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym.
Hey,
Who claims to use the gym?
it's her.
Tanya Corsi. Hey, wait a second. Is that... Yeah, that's the spook from George's roof.
Yep.
Good morning!
I guess she's like a morning show host.
Maybe. She's not famous as a morning show host. I mean, people don't watch morning shows.
Depends on the morning show. Like, she's probably locally famous anyway.
One audio.
It's a number on the calendar. I can't do anything with it.
Circle, Brenda.
It's a number on the calendar. I can't do anything with it. Just a marker. Probably used to change the date on this calendar.
What? Change the date of the...
As in, circle the current date, I guess.
Looks like they just scribbled a month in up here. Beats getting a real calendar, I guess.
Well, except...
Yeah,
that doesn't... Huh? Right. Well, admittedly, there are days of the week given. Wow.
Run, run, run like a hamster on a wheel. The TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants. Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall.
Hey, Brenda, there was something else I
Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right?
I can see if she'll play happily in the lounge for the whole time.
Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. I gotta do everything myself around here.
Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
I'm no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business. Been running it around 20 years. Seems like yesterday.
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. You looking to join?
Ah, no, I really don't think exercise is gonna do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. Time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, we're here if you need us.
He has no idea how ironic all three of those things he said were.
So, how are you feeling?
Fine. Why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're gonna explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict diet of wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Indigestion is the last thing I have to worry about.
Constant pooping, on the other hand.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna kick your butt into shape.
Ah, well, we'll see. Do you know Heather Goffstein?
You know Heather?
Kinda.
Wow, Heather. Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff too?
Not really, I just heard of him.
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
I hear Tanya Corsi went to this gym.
She's been coming here for years. That body you see on TV, I take full credit for that.
Well, we all gotta be proud of something.
Is there anybody who can help me spread it out? My hands are pretty full.
Hey, I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
You know everyone, don't you?
I get around.
Michael. Haven't heard that name in a while. How is he?
He's seen better days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I needed.
Why's that?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad running this place. It's been my life ever since.
Hey, Brendan. Would you mind grabbing me a drink while you're up?
What you need?
Diet Mountain Dew.
Hey, Brendan, look, she's really got it. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Help yourself.
I'm gonna have it do SA.
Mm-hmm.
Do SA.
Thank you.
USA. Do SA. Look at you go, Mary. You're propping up on
Do you know anything about Benjiro? Ran the Grace Group meetings.
Sure.
Well,
Funny. I can't think of anything to say exactly. It's been 20 years.
sure, people forget things.
That's it, exactly. I just didn't think it would happen to me so soon.
I feel like if you squeeze your ass in a cat, they'll squeeze your ass back.
So, you run this place with...
Sort of.
Well, I'll see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
Just a forgotten towel.
What's that thing in the corner?
It's empty.
It's just a water bottle, I assuming isn't anything you interact with.
Nope.
I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see.
That's what all the cool people are doing, Joe.
Clear Valkyrie says, well, he trains his body, trying to get brain age too. How do we get Rose in here?
I'm not sure.
So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much.
But
So, have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Teleport. Port.
nope.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
You're Tanya Corsi, aren't you?
I knew you'd get it. That's me, Tanya Corsi, host of the Good Morning Show on Channel 11. Now all the mystery is gone.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
So, I heard you go to Peter Fielding's gym.
I do. Or rather, I did. After what happened to him, I just couldn't.
You mean his...
Death? Yes. So senseless.
What the hey happened to her?
So, Tanya, tell me about yourself.
You want to get to know the real Tanya Corsi. The Tanya that you don't read about in the tabloids and magazines?
If you let me.
I barely know you, Mr. Malone. Although if you swing by more often, you might learn a thing or two.
Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't. Sorry.
Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on. That note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
Do you know about the plant?
Do you know a guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry, I don't.
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro? Is that Japanese?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
There's a reason why I keep...
Jay. Who is Jay? That got me less information than I was hoping to get.
I get a feeling she's not going to be useful for a bit. However, we did find out something unexpected about Peter. That's why I don't like
No connection that I can see. I can't see any connection. If there's a connection, I don't see it.
That's the only J that we know so far, but That... I don't know, that seems like kind of a stretch.
No, I don't see any connection at all. No connection that I can see.
There she...
Tanya was the host of the Good Morning Show. I remember hearing that they got a new host, but I didn't know this was the reason. Channel 11. I think their head office is in Penn Plaza. Can't hurt to ask around.
Doesn't say how she died. Is there anything else that I should have searched there? The rest of those names probably won't yield much.
Node Robbery says, please stop asking about the note. Selects node.
Health nut. Okay. That's not any new information there. Beep.
What's that thing that's the purple thing?
It's a phone or a tablet. That gave us
That's how we got
contact, yeah. For Michael. Newsroom.
It's pretty empty here tonight. I guess the weather even affects the media. He looks pretty hard at work. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell. Do you work here?
Certainly do. Jim Peebles, senior producer. How can I help you?
Would you like to buy a gorilla?
What?
Mr. Peebles, would you like to buy a gorilla? I got a gorilla for sale.
I'm not sure I get it.
Oh boy, that reference is probably too old for you. We get a gorilla. It's usually the other way around. Mr. Peebles is trying to sell something else to someone.
Ah.
So what do you do here?
I'm the head producer for the Good Morning Show with Kathy Carton.
Isn't that Tanya Corsi's old show?
Yes, it is.
Did you work here when Tanya was alive?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking into her death.
Wasn't it an accident?
That's why I'm looking into it, just to be sure.
Huh. Well, all right.
It's pretty empty here tonight.
Well, look outside. The weather's horrible, and almost everybody commutes to work. Nobody can get in, so we're running on a skeleton crew.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Why are they skeletons?
Well, what you see is what you get. I started working at a copywriter's desk about 30 years ago. Worked my way up to producer. Been here ever since.
What can you tell me about Tanya?
I liked her. Some anchors think they're the be-all and end-all, but not her. She knew we were all in this together, and worked well with all of us. That's how you make a new show. Everyone needs to help each other.
A note was found in Tanya's apartment. It was signed J.
And?
And your name begins with J. Did you write it?
Seriously?
You're in journalism. You know that any lead is worth following.
Well, sorry, I didn't write any note to Tanya. Not that I remember.
Oh, good job covering your butt.
Can you think of any other J's who might have written that letter?
I can think of 6 who work in this office alone. I'm sure there are dozens more.
Why not just ask about Heather Goffstein? Steinstein.
No. Stop hovering over the card
There's the
file, it's not gonna
self-help
be useful.
circle that held meetings a long time ago. It was called the Grace Group. Ever hear of it?
Sorry, no.
Do you know a priest by the name of Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I haven't been to church in a long time.
Well, thanks for your time, Mr.
Oh, that
Peebles.
didn't-
I might be back later.
Sure thing. I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, that uncovered Jim, which I guess we can talk to Tanya about?
We can go let Father Mike know that apparently someone's still...
Yeah?
Hello, Blackwell. A pleasure to see you both.
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so? What do you
I
mean?
figured he would make
You
you
know
do
as well
that.
as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not gonna let that happen, not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
We need to think about this, plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines.
Oh, really?
I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
What says, would you like to buy some fine leather gorillas?
What?
This is from Mr. Peebles.
Yeah.
He said it like...
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood?
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Do you know anyone named Jim Peebles?
No, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but...
I guess we should get going.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right?
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Investigate Heather's place, or do I want to go back and see if I can extricate this guy? Wait, will he go in there? I half expect like it. Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please?
Bueller?
Well, that was disappointing.
I was kind of expecting like a Tex Murphy sort of, like the, what was it? A gentleman of the old school like me would never set foot in the Forbidden Zone.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I can swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No. Well, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then. And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
Gonna be hard. I mean, difficult. Holy dang.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So when's a good time to call you?
Business hours are fine.
What else can I do here?
Well, I'll see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
He needs to be spiritually aware before I can use this.
Is that a cigarette?
What? No, it's a tiara.
Oh, it's her tiara. Okay. Got it. I like a copy of it for some crazy thing. Yeah, got a new location.
Oh, yeah.
A calendar with a marker pen attached.
Can you blow the calendar?
No, it appears to be like a marker board anyway.
Oh, hello.
Pretty solid. No way I'm getting through.
Hey, how'd you get in?
Hello, miss.
Answer my question. How'd you get in?
Oh, the gate was open. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess. Just be sure to close it when you leave. I don't want to get in trouble.
Those plants are barely clinging to life. Dark and dusty.
Save.
Can't tell what's in there.
I should save.
Plants are sad.
Frozen solid. Nobody's gonna have a picnic on that anytime soon.
Nice picnic.
Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hi. What's up?
You sure you should be out here?
Why shouldn't I be? It's perfect. It's so nice to finally have a night clear enough to enjoy this place.
If you say so.
Clear night. Right. You live here?
I do. Why?
No reason. Just making conversation. Is your name Heather Goffstein?
Oh, I see. You came from Ray.
Ray?
Of course. You did come from Ray, right?
I don't know any Ray. I came to see you.
Oh, well, that's sweet, I guess. But it doesn't matter. If you want a date, you'll need Ray's permission.
A date?
Isn't that why you're here?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Really?
Really?
Well, I suppose that's all right, but we should stay out here. If we don't go in the bedroom, then it's not a date.
You don't seem terribly surprised that I'm here in your garden.
It is a bit strange you appeared out of nowhere, but hey, I'm used to men appearing on my doorstep. And for some reason, You seem safe.
Safe.
Yeah, just a vibe.
Huh. Thanks, I guess. So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
Do you know a guy named Peter Fielding? Runs a gym in Murray Hill.
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
Do you know a guy named Jim Peebles?
I can't talk about who I might know. I don't want to get anyone into trouble. Especially me.
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Heather.
Can we not, please? Let's just enjoy the evening, okay? It's nice out here.
Sure, no problem. Do you know a guy named Benjiro?
I can't really say. I could get into trouble.
There's some people that it feels like she would have a different reaction to, but...
Seems like she might not be in the,
Can you tell me about the Grace Group, Heather?
Grace Group?
Yeah, you were a member, right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Come on, think. You met in the basement of Grace Church.
What, like AA? I'm not an alcoholic, thank you.
I'm getting the feeling she's not in the information brokering biz.
I'm not really sure what else to,
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
Sure, I'd leave the gate open, but for some reason, I don't think that will be a problem for you.
And I feel like trying to step inside with her right there would not turn out well.
Hey, don't do that. I can do what about do. Don't do it.
Can't see much, just a hallway, nothing important.
You have a phone number and a name. That's me.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
That's not what it said.
He was translating.
Do you think maybe the door code is part of his phone number?
Maybe?
It says members only.
Oh no, it's a card reader. And I don't have a card.
No, you have a name and a number.
And that number didn't help. Not from here, anyway.
No, certainly not from here. Why would he know that?
Ha! You're kidding me!
I am not. You will find out for yourself one day.
Hey, good to see you guys again. Madeline here was just telling me the funniest story.
My host, please.
Right, sorry.
I like how well they're getting along.
Yeah?
Father Michael?
Yeah?
Oh yeah, Emil Haskins.
Are you familiar with Emil Haskins, Leah's ex-husband?
Sadly, no. Leah and I lost touch years ago. I didn't know she had even married in the first place until recently. But I feel for him. Do you know, there's no word for a parent who loses a child. The prospect is so unthinkable, we can't even name it.
Did you know Leah's daughter Kendra?
My God, I heard what happened. Madeline told me that her soul passed on peacefully, that she's where she is supposed to be.
Yes, she's fine.
I see. You have my thanks for that.
Leah was part of the Grace Group, right?
It was over 20 years ago, but yes, she was a secretary at the time, I think. She was childhood friends with George Austin, and she brought him to the meetings, hoping to help him out. Turns out it helped both of them. She quit her job and joined the police force. She said the Grace Group helped her find her way. I suppose until now, it did.
You knew George Austin, right?
Yeah, years ago. We went to the Grace Group meetings together. He was... God, you should have seen him. A total mess. He looked like a street bum. I don't think he'd showered in weeks. But that was George. He only put effort into the things he cared about. The Grace Group helped him find what that was.
I heard he became an art dealer.
Yeah, none of us could believe it. George, least of all. He always used to say that he would never have discovered his calling on his own, and he would have wasted his entire life not knowing. I used to feel the same way.
Did Heather ever talk about Ray? Her, boss?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
Do you recognize Peter's phone number?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting out of that.
Yeah, I feel like there's a research area.
A different resource?
Yeah, one that can do things with the names and numbers.
I guess we should get going.
Godspeed.
Wait, did you say one that most people have access to or don't have access to? Okay. I was going to say that was my first reaction, but then I realized I didn't catch whether that was positive or negative.
And Googling a random phone number wouldn't do much.
No, there is like reverse
Officer
phone lookup
Palmer?
online,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
usually
What can I
not
do for
free.
you?
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
All right, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
So long as the number is not unlisted.
Any file on a pimp named Ray?
Do you know anything about someone named Ray?
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look. Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray? No last name?
No. Whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name. Anyway, here's the address of the bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Well, that gets us some more locations.
Did you have the phone number?
Yeah, I asked about the phone number. He gave me an address.
I have 2 new locations. Yay!
Heather Goffstein?
I think we already asked.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Is there any doing this all in one night?
It does seem that way.
That poor cop's just like hanging out. His girl just keeps coming in.
I know it's not, but this looks like a glitch. Hey Daniel, would you mind grabbing me another drink?
Sure, they're gonna grab me one as well.
Cool.
Exactly.
Is there a reason you were wanting him to drink more and more caffeine, Brendan?
It amuses me.
Oh, she's not been doing too well.
Which one do you want?
How about Code Red?
What, was I thinking that so loudly you heard it?
Thanks. No.
Like there's red ones, but I didn't actually say it.
You don't knock on someone's door and ask, "Who are you?" That's that's like calling a phone number, them answering and asking, "Who is this?" You don't do that and I hate it when people do. Like, who is calling, please?
Could I ask you a few questions?
No. Who are you?
Going to Peter's? Maybe not.
I'm looking into Peter Fielding's death. Did you know him?
Look, I'm done talking about Peter. I've got my own problems. Just leave me alone.
Why is nobody ever happy to see me?
No, it can't be your copious amount of social grace. It's a painting of a young woman. No idea who she is. I can't smell them, but even I can tell those flowers are fake.
That's unnecessarily good.
I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see. Yuck, who knows how long that's been lying around.
I wouldn't...
Remember I said he was the owner.
Yeah, I would think that would be a different thing.
A painting of a country home, some kind of farm maybe? Looks quaint, in any case.
New York City Probation Street, 932 Broadway. Dear Ms. Pizza, are you...
As your probation officer, I am bound to report your absence from our meetings to the proper authorities. I understand your desire to get your head together after the events of the Karth House. But I am afraid I must follow a formal process. Your next appointment is 1/10/2014. If you attend this and every subsequent meeting promptly and in a proper spirit, I can have your absence from the previous appointments excused. Carol Nowak.
Also, because the justice system is completely broken, you're gonna need to pay like $20 every meeting.
After seeing the state of this joint, Red's place doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'll count as a violation because we're secretly really evil.
She looks like she stopped caring about anything years ago.
No individual, just somehow the combination of. Actually, it might
What's
be
that black thing on the table? Is that like an ashtray? Or?
Probably a remote.
That girl is probably not doing too well.
Nope.
So who is that supposed to be?
Peter Fielding's wife, girlfriend, someone who is all torn up, and also someone who was present at the Karth House, apparently.
I can't see much, but it seems much warmer in there than it is out here.
Where nobody knows your name.
And I just see that and want to go, Fantini. I can't do the voice. It's like the Jawas. There you go.
Will you look at this, Denise? Someone brave enough to join us in this weather. Well, brave or stupid, anyway.
Right. She must really like this place to be here in this weather. Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Ray. Do you know where I can find him?
Ray, huh? And why would you be looking for Ray?
Someone has died.
I'm looking into a death. Ray knew the victim.
Oh? In what capacity?
She was a working girl, Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
I see. Worked is the appropriate word, I suppose. Heather left my employ a long time ago.
Your employ?
Yes. You want to speak to Ray? She's right in front of you. The former Rachel Mendez at your service.
Tell me about
So Heather worked for you. Can you tell me about her?
It's been, gosh, several years. I'm afraid I can't tell you much. She was very young. Very pretty. Slightly lost, perhaps, like many of my girls. She's really dead? How did it happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this a police matter?
Not directly. I'm working with them, but I'm pretty much on my own.
Well, in that case, ask me whatever you like.
You said Heather left your employ. Could you explain?
Just that. She packed up and left.
And you were okay with that?
You think I would drag her back against her will? Absolutely not. And what would be the point? I replaced her the next week. It's the nature of this business. Some girls try the life, discover it's not for them, and then leave. Some stay for years and it grinds them alive. But occasionally, with luck and persistence, one can flourish, like I did.
Did Heather have any enemies, an obsessive client, or anything?
I suppose anything is possible, but not likely. I screen our clients very carefully, and I keep very careful records.
How does this business work exactly?
There's no bedroom upstairs, if that's what you are asking. I own several apartments in the city. I give the girls room and board in exchange for the money they receive. Some of them skim, hell, all of them skim, but I make sure to treat them well. They treat me well in return.
If you kept careful records, does that mean you have a list of Heather's clients somewhere?
No. I'm sorry, but no.
Don't you want to know what happened to Heather? That client list could help.
You have no reason to suspect one of her clients had anything to do with it. You can't even tell me how she died. I won't betray my client's trust based on a flimsy guess.
So you work here?
Not directly, but I suppose I'm as much a fixture here as anything else.
I really need that client list.
Absolutely not. I give a premium product, and our clients expect premium service. Privacy is part of that service. That client list stays in my office where it belongs.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I probably shouldn't threaten her. That would
Well,
be
I guess that's
a
everything.
bad idea.
Sorry I can't help you. For what it's worth,
but you can.
I liked Heather. I'm sad she's dead. I suppose a drink to her memory is in order. Care to join me?
Thanks, but no.
More for me then. Denise, one gimlet, please. You know how I like it.
Hi.
Hey, what can I get for you?
So what can you tell me about this place?
It's old, quiet. I like it that way.
Really?
Yeah, I work on my thesis most nights. Honestly, I'm surprised a big place like this can stay open. It's always empty.
So that woman is Ray?
Yeah, she likes to keep a low profile.
Really? She told me her name quickly enough.
Well, I've made her a lot of giblets tonight.
Do you know about Ray's, business?
Look, I just work the bar. I don't ask questions. And I shouldn't answer them either. Sorry.
Don't get a drink.
Do you know Heather Goffstein? She was one of Ray's, employees.
I don't know her. Sorry.
I better not drink. I need to keep a clear head.
How about a coffee or something?
No thanks, I already have one.
I see.
I've been getting around all night. I'm surprised
Oh,
I see
thanks. I better get going.
And I'm really surprised it isn't frozen.
Whoever this was, he signed it, "Thanks for the tie, with love, A.G." It's a painting of a woman dancing. It's dedicated to someone named Mistress B. Looks like some kind of promotional poster for a burlesque act. It's an emergency exit.
What's the small picture on the wall?
Well, should probably send Joey upstairs since I don't think I'm going to get up there.
How's she doing?
You think they used enough pink up here? She looks kind of old-fashioned, even by my standards. No idea who that guy is. No idea who that guy is. All I'll see is a whole load of nothing.
'Cause you're a vampire. I mean...
Doesn't look like anyone sat there for a long time. Is this a gin joint or a living room?
Call Rosa, see if she can come up.
Get in here, darling. I need you for something.
What's up?
I guess you just walked in here.
Oh, I assumed that this was the
A painting
office.
of a woman in Victorian dress. Some vintage posters of a German crooner. Looks to be 50 years old. Looks like the kind of place where old men would read newspapers. If people still read newspapers anyway. Looks comfortable. Shame I'm not here for fun. No. I've been walking nonstop for 2 straight nights in the snow. I don't want to see how I look.
If I had to guess, tired and kind of ruddy.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah?
You think they'd have coffee in a place like this?
Only with whiskey in it, maybe.
You were offered one!
Mm-hmm.
You were offered a coffee! Okay, now I think you're able to use the card file. You have a case number.
I do. Ooh. From D. Quinton. Dear Ms. Blackwell, I just wanted to reach out again. I'm aware that this is a difficult subject, but if we are to prevent your aunt and grandmother's condition to resurface in you, we must take the proper steps. Please contact me and we can schedule an appointment. Ah, I remember Dr. Quinton.
Way back in the first game.
Mm-hmm. Bingo. The case number is listed in this file. It belongs to a Maggie Fielding. It appears she was picked up in the raid on the Carth house. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced to go into rehab. It lists one known family member, a brother, Peter Fielding.
Sister. Ah. Oh, tragedy burns!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's nothing up there. That seems weird to create an environment that you can't utilize for anything.
Well, I mean, you can go up there and talk to Joey.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
A trash dumpster covered in ice. That door has got to lead back to the street. A fire escape ladder.
That's way too heavy for me to pick up. Then again, so is a pencil.
Can you keep on going up, Joey?
Hello.
It's hard to see inside.
Let's keep going.
This looks like an office.
Hello, nurse.
Pictures of young women in interesting poses. A painting of a young and attractive woman in a state of undress. I don't recognize the model, but for some reason she looks familiar.
Uh-huh.
Pictures of important-looking people. I don't recognize any of them. Looks like a bunch of phone numbers and addresses. Nothing relevant.
Dude.
Are they not?
Joey, you dumb pile of stupid.
Just a standard trash can. Another one of those computer things.
In case anyone was still not aware that he
Nice
was a
couch.
sailor and
I suppose
not
it's
a
comfortable if you care about that kind of thing. Tacky, but tasteful, I guess.
Oh,
Tacky
man.
but tasteful? That doesn't make sense.
Blow on the papers.
Well, it's nothing to be tacky about being completely tasteless.
Oh.
Cute trick.
Huh.
Door?
Call Rose.
Sweetheart, get in here.
What's up?
Found something.
It's completely seamless. If there's a door here, I can't find it. If there's a door here, it's really well hidden.
There's got to be a switch or a thing or something.
Tilt a picture. Twist a chair.
I should just leave those where they are.
Should you now?
I don't need to take that with me.
Or do you?
Rotate a light fixture.
The mirror is
Lick the
fine where
mirror.
it is.
Something.
But
I'm
what
not
if
here to
it's
sit around.
not?
Actually, don't lick the mirror. It's probably weird.
Is there anything on the table that you can see?
No.
I'm not here to relax.
Spinning down the walkthrough, I'm not seeing a lot of action taking place there, so...
But we're definitely supposed to be able to get in here.
Oh, definitely. It probably involves the fire escape.
You probably involved the
We don't have time to explore this place floor by floor.
I don't know.
I like fire, but not that much. Come on.
It goes whoosh, crackle, crackle, crackle.
Whoosh, crackle, crackle, crackle.
I don't think she can get out here.
Get out of there, darling. It's closing time.
Yeah?
Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer.
Locked.
Climb over the wall.
You probably have to use some kind of shenanigans.
Yeah. What?
For now, we've learned something else.
We have the file thingy. We should go talk to Maggie Fielding.
Yeah, we should go talk to Miss Pizza.
Pretend you're from, like, Domino's or something.
Ugh, coming.
Miss Pizza?
You again? What is it this time?
You're Peter's sister, Maggie, right?
Sure, fine, you got me.
Why couldn't you just tell me that before?
Because I'm trying to get healthy,
No, you're
working
not.
through the program, admitting I have a problem, just like my sponsor says. All that is the first step. I'm still working on the rest. Talking about Peter, that's step 5. I'm not ready. It's nothing personal. I just need to avoid thinking about him for a while.
And you're doing that by living in his apartment.
It's just temporary. I have nowhere else to go. And besides, what difference does it make? He's gone. He had a stupid accident, and now he's gone.
That's just it, Maggie. It might not have been an accident.
No. Whatever you're thinking, no. I need this to be over, you understand?
Then we need to talk. You can call your sponsor if you want to.
Screw my sponsor. Let's do this. So, talk.
What do you know about Peter's death?
Just what I was told. That he was fixing a light bulb and fell off the ladder. I remember thinking it was a pretty stupid way to go, especially for him.
How do you mean?
Did you know the guy? He was obsessed with health. To die just falling off a ladder? I always thought he'd outlive the world.
Why is Peter such a sore subject with you?
That's between me and him, or his ghost, or whatever.
It might help to talk about it.
I'm still working through the program. Talking about it is step number 5. I'm not ready for it yet.
Could you tell me about your father? He opened the gym, right?
Sure.
Could you tell me anything else about him?
If you want to know about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. Here's his address. He's always home.
Huh.
So, what are you watching?
I don't know, some animated thing. Not normally into cartoons, but the ratings say it's good.
Is it?
I guess. They changed the main character's voice after the first episode, but it's not bad. Keeps my mind off, well, the stuff you keep bringing up.
I feel like that's got to be a reference to a real thing. I'm just not sure what it is.
I have no idea what.
Daniel,
Yeah.
find it for us.
If there's a wiki here, there's probably someone who's dug up that bit of trivia.
I did not see a wiki. I'm looking at like some guide on Games Evo.
I hear you, Marion.
Tell me about yourself.
Opening up is step number 5. I am nowhere near ready yet.
Find out for us, Daniel.
How about your father then?
What cartoons have changed before after the first episode? Find out for us. Google it.
Well, I was going to say, if there's a Blackwell wiki, it would probably have little bits of trivia like that.
You're a Blackwell wiki with little bits of trivia like that.
What does that even mean?
It means you're a sentient computer index? I don't know.
Oh god, dang, no. Wrong.
Oh, what did you do,
How
Daniel?
long was Peter working at the gym?
About 20 years. Never thought he'd do it.
Why?
Don't know.
Yeah.
He seemed to drift
Blackwell
around for a long
Epiphany
time.
trivia, and I get
He was a
stuff about, like,
teacher,
Happy
waiter,
Epiphany,
construction
God.
worker, you name it.
Oh.
Then one day,
Why?
he decides that
Why have
taking
you
over
gotten
Dad's
worse?
gym is what he has to do. Now the gym is a neighborhood staple. Made it more popular than Dad ever did. Good for him, I guess.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
Oh, come on. The card is right there.
Did you ask her about it, probably?
Yes.
Right.
Why could we not just take the card, though?
Can I blow the card?
What card?
The membership card. That's on the table right here. Aha. I can blow the card.
Gee, maybe I have a better idea if you guys weren't bugging me.
No good. The rug's too thick.
Wait, this is Greenwood Cemetery.
Holy mackerel. Oh, yep.
This tombstone is faded and hard to read.
Wait, that's literally the Wikipedia.
Connor Lawrence Fielding, husband, soldier, father, 6/12/32 to 3/18/93.
Oh, shoot. What? That is a particular sect. Isn't that like... Oh, shoot. I recognize that.
Settings, system requirements, references? Not that kind of reference, no. It has nothing to do with the game.
There are a lot of family crypts in this cemetery, some going back 100 years. It's a little structure overlooking the lake. The exit isn't far. If I really need to get out of the snow, I'll just leave. I talk with the dead, not their graves. This cemetery has dozens of tombs. I don't have time to search them all.
Rosicrucians, maybe?
Ah,
Victorian era was used by the Order of the Gold Dawn.
I'd prefer not to.
Is there ghostwriting? Wait, that means something else.
Yes, there is ghostwriting. Every time a politician writes a book.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, most of the times they write a speech. It's usually not there.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, people, like, speech writing is something that people know about. It's an open thing. Ghostwriting isn't. It is usually slightly better hidden than that. It doesn't take much digging to find it, but...
This is when the guy finally gets around to what's it called? Nice good morning. Well, you have a new name, Connor Fielding.
It's true. I don't guess just mentioning his father's name is going to do anything for him. Probably for
What do you think?
Ray.
chicken butt. It turns out you weren't on the
Hi there.
track.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
You just need to go back into the apartment.
I need to pee.
Do you know a Connor Fielding?
Sorry, no.
But you went to the gym.
Do you know Maggie Fielding, Peter's sister?
Sorry, no.
Well done.
I met one of your producers, Jim.
What about him?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering what you could tell me about him.
I don't spread gossip, mister. Except when I'm on the air.
Tanya's how much else?
Okay.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
No! Oh my goodness, why did you do that? I want to go trace some. Why is there a trading floor?
Certainly got a lot of places open to us right now.
Mm-hmm. Does Heather know anything about the office? Maybe? I don't know.
Excuse me, Heather?
Oh, hi. What's up?
So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
Dude, you have a new name.
I don't think she's going to know anything.
Do you know a Connor Fielding?
Not her.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Do you know Maggie Fielding, Peter's sister?
I don't think so. Sorry.
I did.
The way this game do, when you have a new name or a phone number or something,
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
Sure.
there's
Drop
a
by
resource
anytime.
that tends to get you a location based on it.
Oh, right, the Bings. Use the phone, Googles.
Well, I was going to
the
say
police
that.
officer.
Yeah.
Every time I've said stuff like,
Officer
you have a new
Palmer?
name, I've
Yeah, what can I do for you?
going to talk to the police.
Is there anything in the system about a Connor Fielding? He died about 20 years ago.
Let's see. Our records from back then are a bit spotty, but it can't hurt to check. No, nothing comes up, but it's a very common name. Is there anything specific you can tell me about him?
He was in the Army.
Oh, then there might be something in the Veterans Association records.
Aren't those public?
Not everything. But fortunately for you, I can access everything. Okay. Archived records. Connor Fielding. Oh, seriously?
What's wrong?
Idiots. They had no idea how to archive data back then. I can only look them up by service number. You don't know it, do you?
I don't. Sorry.
Well, once you know it, let me know.
Hmm.
No, I need something more specific.
Is there a reason you keep leaning forward, kiddo? Ooh, look at the thing.
Do you have any information on a Maggie Fielding?
Let me check. Maggie Fielding. Yeah, she was picked up in a raid not too long ago.
A raid?
A drug den in Chelsea. Some dump called the Carth House.
I know it.
Of course you do.
Anything else?
Just that she and about a dozen others were sent to the hospital for a detox. They were processed and let go.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Go back to Maggie's, well, to Fielding's apartment where Maggie is and see if you can get the card.
That's something you did.
The gym card.
Here we go. Okay, is the card still on the floor? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Ugh, coming.
Hey, no. You're wearing
Oh,
a
shit,
Stegosaurus.
come on in.
That's awesome. You're wearing a Stegosaurus. Yes, you are.
Pick up.
So your father is dead.
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use a company.
Oh, that's so
Really?
sad.
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
Okay.
Could you excuse me for just a sec? My shoe is untied.
Sure,
You're so
I guess.
bad at this.
You're so terrible at this, Rose.
Thanks.
Smooth.
Smooth like
You said
chunky
Peter
peanut
visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death.
Go
Peter
ahead,
was
say
a
it.
damn saint.
Smooth as a square wave. Maybe a sawtooth.
You're a square wave. Got my thumbs, kiddo.
Well,
You just
I'd
got
better
it.
get going.
Sure, you know the way.
I know. I don't know why you keep grabbing my thumbs, but you just like to. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
If you push and pull them in different directions, you can steer them a little bit.
Guy.
It needs a key card. Sticking my hand in it won't do anything.
Eh.
Your hand shouldn't fit.
Read my hand.
Why would her hand fit? The slot's a narrow. How tiny are Rose's fingers? She made a paper.
So tiny. Ooh, pick up the picture frame.
It's like a big
Matt, would you mind getting me a couple paper towels? I have a feeling
There we
she's
go.
going to
Nobody can say I don't do anything nice.
do the thing again. And there it is.
Aha.
Try feeling number.
Well, that's important.
You're important.
It's
Oh,
a
thank
calendar
you.
with
You're
personal
welcome.
train bookings marked on it.
Thanks. I have a feeling she's going to spit up at some point. She got some mad hiccups.
It's just a number on the calendar.
But it's circled.
For the counter of your vehicles.
I don't need to use the locker room. I'm not here to work out. God, no. She looks pretty busy. That treadmill looks like it's on its last legs. No way I'm getting on it.
Really?
On its last legs.
Better than running in this weather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you see that? Oh, the lungs.
Yes, I can imagine that. It sucks.
Okay.
Wearing a balaclava helps, but not much.
How would it? I guess by insulating your neck a little
Officer
bit. It
Palmer?
warms the air slightly before it gets
What
down
can I
there.
do for you?
Also, if you're breathing in through the balaclava, it gives you an extra layer of, like, warmed by your own body.
And technically, that's your
thing.
nose's job, but it
Yeah.
runs out of ability to keep that up pretty quickly.
I found Connor's
No,
service number.
your nose just
it's
runs
070-234-541.
That should be all I need. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Connor Fielding. Served in Vietnam from 1966 till 1969. Honorably discharged. Moved with his family to New York a few years later. Huh. That's interesting.
What?
It says here that the police were called to his apartment several times. Reports of raised voices. Possible domestic abuse. No charges.
That would
were pressed,
explain
which
a
is
thing
why
or
it
two.
wasn't in our police records.
But it's in the military database?
Word gets around. Someone must have noted it in his VA file. Doesn't say much else.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
That's not alright.
Yep.
That's
Oh wow, and there's like no light coming in from the
that,
kitchen
like,
window. It's
thunder for our side of.
it's
Really?
stormy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No chance of earlier.
Yo, Mesonet. How do it work? Go ahead.
All right. Kiddo, are you gonna burp or what?
She's a little drooly.
Oh yeah.
Sign of a front.
I'm just gonna assume
Jeez.
Do you like that? Also a bunch of stuff around Lawton and Elk City. Like, storms are starting to form. Let's see. Radar. Ratard? What the heck is a radar?
Ratar.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
I heard about your old man. I'm sorry.
It was over 20 years ago. We all have to move on.
That's my plan, Peter.
Reschedule your tracing. Oh, reschedule it for the 7th of January.
Well, hold on a sec. Let me...
So, tell me about your dad.
My dad, he built this gym from the ground up. He was a military guy. It was hard for me to relate to him until I joined him in the running of this place. He might be gone, but he lives on here. I make sure of it.
So, did you know your sister is staying in your apartment?
She is. Of course she is. She probably fell off the wagon again. Just stay out of her way.
Just been sitting there building for about an hour. Not moving.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna kick your butt into shape.
Ah, well, we'll see.
We're gonna need to change your diaper.
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside. Are weekends okay? I got this Saturday at 1 p.m.
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then.
What is
Good,
Saturday?
Elizabeth. You're really improving.
Hey, why don't you get in here?
That was funnier than it should be. What is Saturday? What is Saturday?
Oh, the date of his... What date did his dad die?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no. I think you know, right?
Yeah,
It seemed like a thing.
I feel like it was the 23rd, but I don't remember for certain.
It ought to be in the rest of the notes.
Probably not.
Not in her copy.
Not in her notes, but it was on the, or maybe it's on the notes? Yeah, March 18th.
Oh, okay.
Oh! So I have to change it way the heck up.
It can't be March.
Lousy smarch weather. Yeah.
It's just a month.
March 18th. There we go.
I feel sorry for his other clients. She's gonna be like, how long have I been running?
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside. Hey, miss, you're dripping water on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, just be sure to put on sneakers or something if you want to work out here. Anyway, let's check the schedule. Huh? Is that the date? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there's an appointment I've got to keep. Can we sort this out another day?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Follow him.
Follow that goose. Today on Weird Things to Have Cab Drivers Do.
There he is.
Excuse me.
Hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. You should go to noise system.
Hey, Peter?
Oh, hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure, no problem.
That looked kind of funny.
Okay.
Oh, coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
So... do we maybe want to to get her to...
I learned a bit about your father.
You did?
The police were called several times to his house. No charges were made. It's not hard to read between the lines.
Huh. Well, I suppose you know everything now.
I don't, but I'm trying to.
Why? Why do you care so much? What does my father beating the crap out of my mother have to do with how Peter died?
There's something bigger going on.
There's something bigger going on.
That doesn't matter. I can't take on anybody else's problems. I'm barely dealing with my own. I've been trying to forget this crap my whole life, and now I have a chance. I'm not going back to that. I'm sorry. I know you think you have good reasons, but I really need to be alone right now.
Listen.
Please, leave.
Okay.
You have such a way with people.
Are you still here?
Just leaving. Where are you going?
To visit my precious father. Not that it's any of your business. My neighbors are kind of twitchy. You'd better get out of here before someone calls the cops.
Well, well.
He sucks out.
He's definitely lost in thought. She seems less angry than she was before, but not by much.
Send a ghosty man.
I shouldn't talk to ghosts with Maggie standing there. This place is spooky enough. Maggie.
2 graves,
Huh?
2 ghosts.
Huh. I had a feeling you'd follow me here.
I didn't follow you. You got here after I did.
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
You know I try and help you whenever I can.
Not until I spill everything.
I've never pressured you to talk to me, Maggie, although God knows maybe I should have.
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Maybe it's because I'm out of that stuffy apartment. Maybe it's because when I'm here, I know he's really gone.
I know. I miss him too.
Talking about it. The 5th step. My sponsor said I didn't have to do them in order. Many people don't. I guess now is as good a time as any.
I'd like that, Maggie. I really would.
So, talk.
Tell me about your father.
It's not about him. Not really. It's all wrapped up with Peter. It's always Peter.
What are you talking about?
What did Peter do?
Nothing. Everything.
Maggie, what are you talking about?
He took over my dad's gym, made it successful. I hated him for it.
Wait, what? Don't you remember how miserable I was? Drifting from job to job, hating all of them. Running Dad's gym was something I was good at. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Didn't Peter have lots of jobs he hated before he started working at the gym? Couldn't you be happy for him?
Happy? Happy that he took my father's name and made it revered?
I don't see the problem here.
The people in the neighborhood love that gym. They come by and say what a nice old man Connor Fielding was, and what a shame he died, and how nice that his son took up his legacy. Legacy. A legacy of bruises and hiding in the dark.
Bruises? What are you talking about?
You always believed her when she said she was clumsy. It was like some horrible after-school special.
Maggie, you're not saying what I think you're saying.
You never knew, did you, Peter? So wrapped up in yourself. You never saw what he was doing.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Mom hid it from both of us, and I was too scared to say anything. In the end, it was just easier to say nothing and hate you. And now it's too late. For what it's worth, I don't hate you anymore, Peter. But I need to get on with my life. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye? What do you mean, goodbye?
Sorry,
Wow! That was some well-timed thunder.
Wait! Maggie! I never knew! I swear! I never knew!
Thor.
I know.
Don't understand. Huh?
Eric, looking at you, Daniel. She thinks you are funny.
Okay, now you handle the thing with me.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I remember. The ladder. It broke. Oh, man. I don't feel so good.
Oh, throw a rock at
We
him.
don't have a lot of time. Peter, I need you to grab a hold of this.
What the heck is that thing?
No time, just grab.
Quick.
Seriously?
Well, that was close.
Did it work?
Let's get back and find out.
Hey, look who's here. Pete's safe and sound.
Safe as a dead guy can be, anyway.
Sorry, I know this is not exactly the reunion we expected after all this time. But you have no idea. I thought you were...
How's that paper taste?
Well, I explained that already.
So,
It's really
Madeline,
good.
I got you spook. What have you learned?
It is interesting. This spirit is experiencing what would be considered nausea in a living person.
It figures. I've never had a stomach virus in my life until I died.
He is being pulled. There is the signature of another spirit at work.
A signature?
Yes, I can see it. It is faint, but I can see it. Only the power of this circle is stopping it from gaining a foothold. Unfortunately, it is too faint for me to see anything useful, and we dare not lower the circle. I need to examine another soul, one that is marked like this one.
And by another soul, you mean Heather, don't you?
Heather? Is she involved in this?
We all are, Pete. We all are.
This is all too much. First my sister, now.
It won't be much longer. One way or the other, we'll finish this.
Need that back,
Peter?
Oh, hi. Rosangela, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Mike's been telling me about you. So you've been doing this a while, huh?
For about 4 years. These days, it's pretty much all we do.
I don't envy you, but I'm glad.
Blossoms.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
I've always wondered, just who are you?
Pardon?
Where'd you come from? Who you were before all this?
Tell me one thing. Have you ever asked your spirit guide the same question?
Yeah.
Has he ever given you a satisfactory answer? Precisely.
Like that smirk.
Joey told me about how you helped him out of the void.
We helped each other.
Well, even still, if you weren't there, well, I don't know what would have happened.
The hole in the universe caused by the severed link would have consumed you. Your mind would have collapsed under the pressure, leaving you a raving madwoman.
Right. Well, thanks.
My pleasure.
Oh no, what is it?
Oh.
Hey, what is
You once told me that you knew my Auntie Lauren.
After a fashion. While in the void, I could reach out to the mortal world in dreams. The minds of other bestowers were the most receptive.
Huh? If that's true, how come she never mentioned it?
Sadly, the memories of our meetings faded as she woke.
What did you talk about? You and Auntie, I mean.
You have to understand, she was dreaming while we conversed. Her mind wasn't entirely lucid.
So you can't tell me anything?
Nothing that would make any cognitive sense.
Do you know what happened to them? To Auntie? To my grandmother? They both went insane. They spent years sedated in a hospital. Do you know why?
I do not. I felt their minds when they went, but that is all I know.
I see. Do you think the same thing will happen to me? What happened to my aunt and grandmother, I mean?
I am sorry, I do not know. But I do believe your chances of safety are high.
You really think so? Why?
I told you. While I was in the void, I could sense their minds. I could sense yours as well. You are stronger than they were.
I'm stronger?
Not physically, or even mentally, but emotionally, yes. Your grandmother fled the duty. Your aunt performed it with only the greatest reluctance. But you have embraced it, thrived in it.
Well, it's what I do.
Nothing really to talk
I'm wondering if she might be getting hungry.
I guess we should get going.
I'm gonna
Of
change her
course.
first.
Keep us informed of your progress.
Yeah, she can hold on to that.
We have diet.
and Diet Orange Soda, both of which have no caffeine.
I'm gonna go ahead and just set her up.
One of these days, I'm going to freaking get a Brita pitcher or something.
Yes, but
I miss having filtered water
The thing
around.
I'm morbidly curious about is the, horrible Mountain Dew.
I think you just
Luckily for you, like, yeah, throw me two in the fridge, so you're safe. Unless you really want, in which case I can shove it in the fridge for a minute. Maybe I should.
Okay, I feel like I need more info before I can get anything useful from Heather. But I don't know what. And I don't think I've learned anything new that will, like, get me into... Oh wait, I guess I can have... Wait. Can Rosangela just use the emergency exit? That feels like a bad idea, but...
You might be away.
What if she caused an emergency?
No need for that.
Hey look, a three-headed monkey.
Hey, you can't go out that way. Sorry.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Perhaps a bit of prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, it's like a subtly recolor something, or change the flavor of a drink.
Damn it. Why can't they fix the drafts in this crappy place?
No reaction, but to be fair, she's so drunk she probably wouldn't react to the building falling down. Ray got herself a martini, one of the many she's had this evening, I'm sure.
How odd. Denise, could you get that for me?
Jackson.
Ah.
Damn it. It's locked from the inside.
The ladder?
What?
No,
No,
the door.
the door. And you're
Yeah,
without your coat.
That's not going to happen.
Cold. Cold. Push climb.
It only opens a bit, but it appears to be empty.
Push the dumpster.
Oof, it won't budge.
It's frozen in place.
Yeah. Climb the dumpster.
Climb the slippery frozen dumpster and try to, what, leap to the ladder
Okay,
from the slippery
you can do
frozen
this.
dumpster?
Let's see.
Oh, she's not wearing gloves. This is kind of...
I'll walk away. This is stupid. Running to start is such a bad idea.
Want something that slippery? Yes.
Close your eyes, jump, pray.
Wait, save.
I saved just a moment ago, so...
This will be fine.
What just happened?
She slipped.
I'm really glad Joey wasn't around to see that.
I'm really glad there was
Joey,
a layer of nice
get out
soft
here.
snow on the ground.
You
That
bellowed?
could have really hurt.
Kick the dumpster.
Ow! I don't know what that was supposed to do, aside from making me walk with a limp.
In NetHack, doing stuff like that will abuse your dexterity.
Right.
Which makes you either, like,
I don't
lose
need to clean
dexterity
that.
when you level or, like, gain less.
Cleaning the dumpster is pointless, especially with all that ice on it.
Oh.
Thank God for 24 hours. I should have enough hot fuel to... A filthy... Why am I...
No, there we go. Coffee.
It's now a puddle of foul, coffee-flavored water, but at least it's melted.
Now mop it up.
I think I got it all, but I'm not carrying around this wet rag. Good thing there's a dumpster here.
All right.
Open the dumpster.
Climb up.
Use this coffee and rag to clean ice off dumpster.
You're not
I'm not
seriously going to try that, are you?
Quiet! Let me concentrate.
Why would you jump if your hook's extended? That's ridiculous. arms.
To reach for the ladder.
You stir your arms down and hurl them at the ladder. It gives you a tiny amount of
Hey,
extra
you
height.
made it.
And,
Told ya.
yeah, it's like better momentum ways.
Some good upper body strength she has.
No kidding.
You know, we've been through a lot, you and I. But sneaking into the secret office of a known flesh peddler, this tops the list.
Is that? Yes, it's a painting of Ray. A much younger Ray, but still Ray.
Huh.
Pictures of young girls. I guess they all work for Ray. These look like pictures of celebrities and politicians. I don't recognize many of them, but... Holy crap! Is that Kennedy?
Yeah! Which one?
How long has Ray been in the business?
A bunch of phone numbers and addresses. It doesn't say who they belong to. I shouldn't disturb Ray's things. I don't want her to know I was in here. It's just a trash can. It doesn't look like there's anything interesting in Ray's trash can. Okay, let's see here. Client list, client list. You're kidding me.
What?
It's a text file, client.txt.
She's an old lady.
Good for us. All I need to do is transfer the file to this memory stick.
Use an encrypted spreadsheet, you crazy old broad.
And we've got it. Some security.
I guess with the secret door and paying off the police, she didn't feel the need for any more.
That and she's a bit old. She might not know a lot about computers.
Huh, I can relate.
No point in going back. I can't get back down the ladder.
Why not? It's going to be a bit suspicious if you...
Oops.
Yep.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You need better security. Wait, no.
No.
Yes.
What do you think?
I kind of don't want to do that.
You did just say, but it could be really funny.
You did just save.
Yeah.
I was just testing out your security.
Is that right? I've been meaning to glue that window shut. I suppose I should thank you. But first, give me that memory stick.
Luckily, it's on your phone.
Here.
Thank you. Now get your coat and leave.
And I'd almost gone a full 3 hours without a restraining order.
Well, the night's still young.
And I need another cup of coffee.
Too bad you got kicked out before you get one from the nice bartender girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get out of the weather, I guess. Go to places I need to go to,
No, I don't see any connection
Oh,
at
come
all.
on, you can't cross-reference the... Fine.
Ah.
Heather is definitely listed as one of Ray's, service providers. Of course, we already knew that.
You might know a lot of the clients.
James Peebles is listed as being a client of Ray's, and the girl he saw was Heather Goffstein.
Well, this just got juicy.
And moist.
Ew.
James Peebles is listed as...
Okay. Well then.
James Peebles it is.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
DJ Mon says, I'll be starting a few minutes late.
Okay.
I think it's safe now, too. It's, fight. It's FYI.
Hi, Mr. Peebles?
Hello, Rosangela, was it? What can I do for you?
Jim, I know everything.
Sorry?
I I know who Heather is and what she did for a living. I also know that you procured her services. There was a note in Tanya's apartment that said, "I know about Heather." It was signed J.
That could have been anybody.
Do you really expect me to believe that now?
No, I don't.
Tell me about your involvement with Heather.
God, it was over 25 years ago. Working the late shift, sleeping during the day. Who has time for a social life? So, yes, I found other ways to meet my needs. Heather was one of them. I'm not proud of it, but I make no excuses for it either.
You said it was 25 years ago, so you stopped seeing her.
She quit the business. I didn't know what happened to her until she walked in that door. The new face of Good Morning. Tanya Corsi.
Tanya?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the name was different. The hair was different. The whole attitude was different. But I knew.
What?
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Huh.
Heather and Tanya, they are the same person?
You didn't know? Isn't that what all this is about? She reinvented herself. Changed her looks.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Gig as a weather girl. Worked her way up to this newsroom. Worked here for years and never knew who I was until I told her.
Until you blackmailed her, you mean?
Look, 30 years I've been here and I haven't moved from this damn desk. I saw an opportunity.
Is that not
and I
Heather's
took it.
ghost?
So I wrote her that
Something
note.
like that.
I threatened to expose her past. I didn't.
Or is he just
expect-
confused?
I didn't expect her to go home and for that to happen. They said she fell in the shower because she was drunk, but she was only drunk because of me. So what now?
It's up to you.
It's completely up to you. I'm not going to do anything.
You're not.
I got what I came here for.
Very profound, Red. Very profound. Ever think of getting into fortune cookies?
I'm only thinking of getting my coffee refilled.
That's my girl, always planning ahead.
Why are there two ghosts?
That is very weird. I guess.
Yeah, off to.
So what exactly happened? Tanya, Heather, whoever, she split? She killed off her past so thoroughly that it became its own ghost?
I suppose so.
I didn't know ghosts could do that.
What? You read the rule book? Because I sure haven't. If we got a split spook on our hands, we gotta put them back together.
And that's why she doesn't remember anything.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
Listen, Tanya, I know who you are.
We've already covered this, haven't we?
No, I mean who you really are. You're Heather Goffstein. Or at least you were.
I told you, I don't know any Heather.
Tanya.
I don't know any Heather because Heather is gone. Heather is dead. She doesn't exist anymore. She can't.
I'm sorry, Tanya, but she does.
What do you want? Money? A promotion? Like Jim?
No, I just want you to come with me. There's someone you need to meet.
I don't have a choice, do I? Fine, lead on. But remember this, Peter didn't just teach me how to do Pilates. Take me anywhere funny, and you'll be looking at a broken nose.
He also taught me how to
I
do
couldn't
karate.
dream of it.
I came up with that
Why are we
the
going
moment
out
she
there?
said Pilates for some reason.
Just trust me.
Trust you, that's rich.
I'm a Pilates guy.
You, I saw you on the roof earlier. Are you in league with this man?
Kind of?
2 blackmailers instead of 1. This is just great.
Sure, blackmail, we'll call it that. You should come meet dear at the,
Tanya.
I said I would follow you, not talk to you.
Okay then.
Let's go. Like I should just open the door.
Where the hell are you
for the
taking me?
ghosts.
Just follow us, okay?
Can I at least call my car service?
I don't think that's possible.
What do you mean?
She means that they'd never come in this weather. It's better to walk. Come on.
Where are we going?
It's just up this way.
Wait, I know this building. I used to live here, back when I was... Why did you bring me here? Whatever you brought me here for, get on with it.
Tanya, there's someone you need to meet.
There's nobody here I want to see, I assure you.
Even still, I just need you to follow me. Then we can forget about this whole thing.
Fine.
Hey, Heather?
Hey, who's your friend?
What is this? Who are you? Answer me!
Heather Goffstein? Who are you?
No. No. This is insane. I'm going insane.
Sorry?
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't exist.
What's your problem?
My problem? My problem is that I hate you.
Hate me? You don't even know me.
I destroyed you. I got rid of your name. I got rid of your hair. I would have gotten rid of your face if I could have afforded it.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
No kidding! For 20 years I was free of you, and now you come breezing back.
Breezing back? From where?
First Jim wanted a promotion, and now this idiot here wants... I don't know what!
I don't want anything.
That's bull.
Huh? You be quiet. Hey! Stop that!
Look at each other. You're the same person, give or take 20 years.
I don't understand.
I don't think I want to.
What was that?
Tanya.
That was the power. Good thing we have that UPS.
What note?
I love interrupting.
It's too late to deny it.
Nothing happened. I just wanted to forget.
Forget what?
Forget you. Forget this whole life I left behind.
Why? Why are you so ashamed of me? All this life, it's a part of who you were, who you become.
Will I ever be free of you?
Do you really want to be? I'm not a bad person. I'm just kinda lost. I know we'll find my way eventually. Isn't that the important thing? Well, isn't it?
Look at you. I really was beautiful once.
You're really beautiful now.
Damn straight. Wow.
You okay?
Okay. I haven't felt this good in years. It's like an espresso and a colonic all at once.
Ah.
Speaking of which, you can take your blackmail threat and shove it. And I'm gonna tell Jim the same thing. Maybe it'll end my career, or maybe it'll give me a book deal. Either way, I'm tired of hiding.
Tanya, listen.
No, I'm not Tanya anymore. Tanya died. She
what?
We...
Yep.
took 3 Valium with a vodka chaser. That's all I remember. You're not really a blackmailer, are you?
No, I'm not.
I'm dead?
I'm sorry.
If I'm dead, why do I feel sick to my stomach?
You immediately need to take
Listen,
this.
there's no time to explain. Just grab a hold of this.
What?
Just do it. That was interesting.
Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
This is all just so unbelievable.
You're taking it much better than I did. Can't you feel it? Like something is trying to pull you apart.
I've been pushed and pulled too often this evening for me to notice.
Madeline, have you had time to examine them?
I think... yes.
Madeline?
Yes, apologies. I believe I have all the information I need.
Huh? What? Madeline?
Ugh, I really don't feel so good.
Pooped in it.
This can't be right. Michael, what's going on?
Madeline!
Apologies, my host.
Oh no. That's not good at all.
Madeline, what just happened?
That felt quite
What?
pleasant.
Oh, shirts and pants! We are so boned!
Hey!
You, Malone, stay back. You as well, Blackwell. I have absorbed enough energy to burn that precious body of yours to a cinder.
Why? Why do this?
Have you ever heard of the concept, the journey of the soul?
What?
It is said that every soul has a predestined fate or destiny, and the goal of every soul is to find it. But it is also said that the joy comes from the journey, not the destination. Have you ever wondered where you would be now without the grayscale? Without the epiphanies that were pushed into your brains as if by magic? Maybe you would have all found your way, maybe not. But you skipped the journey, went right to the destination. It made your souls happy for certain, but it also made them weak, pliable, controllable by someone like me. And now, if you'll excuse me, I am still very hungry.
No!
Well,
jeez.
What the hell are you doing this for? I pulled you out of the dark. You were free. Why mess that up?
Free. You of all souls tell me that I'm free. I am dead. For centuries I have been dead. I was a good spirit guide. I did my duty. And yet did I ever move on? Did I receive any reward? No. I was passed on from host to host, saving spirit after spirit. It became tiresome. Then my last host banished me. I remained there, in the void, alone, forgotten by the universe, until you brought me out.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes.
But I was still not free. To fully free myself, I needed power, energy. These souls, these poor, misguided souls.
you could have said
were
poor
the nearest
unfortunate.
source
Oh,
of
come
power.
on.
You. This whole time, it was you?
Indirectly. I knew these souls existed, I just needed to collect them. I could not collect my host until last, because my existence here was tied to him. As for Fielding and Goffstein, they were sleeping spirits. They needed to be awakened, something only you could do. So, thank you for that.
Collect? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps that word is not sufficient. Possibly consume, ingest, absorb. I took their energy as part of my own.
You need to fix this.
Fix this?
Yes, you can still make this right. Just undo it, please. Bring them back. I'll bring them through the light and we'll just pretend this never happened.
I am sorry. I have not come this far only to turn back now.
And what do you need energy for? What on earth could be worth all this?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Oh.
Hey!
Fun.
What the hell are you doing? Ah!
Oh, nope.
Really?
Red, you okay? Come on, darling, say something.
Interesting. I wondered if I would have to relearn how to breathe or walk, but it all comes quite naturally, like putting on a tailored glove.
Oh,
No.
Come now, Malone. Surely this is a positive development. If I managed to achieve this, so could you.
All you achieved was making an enemy for life.
Malone, there is no need for this hostility.
No need. You lied to us from day one.
I apologize for the ruse. I admit I have not been completely forthcoming.
No kidding.
Come now, Malone. Nothing has changed. I won't shirk the duty. I have no choice. We will continue to save lost souls. Performing it from this end could be refreshing.
Like hell.
Sadly, you have no choice.
I work with Red, not with you.
You can think of me as her, if it will help.
Yeah! That sounds wrong.
I'm gonna fix this.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Red, fight her. Whatever she's doing, fight her.
She cannot. If her predecessors could not win against me, then she has no hope. Not with the power I now possess.
Predecessors? What are you talking about?
This is not the first time I have attempted this. In the void, I could only reach certain minds, the minds of other bestowers.
Other bestowers? You mean...
The other Blackwell women, yes. But I was too weak, and so were they. I could only control their minds for a few minutes before they broke.
Broke?
I did not expect that would happen, but some good did come of it. I eventually learned the proper approach, and finally I have succeeded.
You're insane. I mean it, Madeline, a stark, raving lunatic. Do you have any idea what you've done?
You dare condemn me, little ghost? Allow a few centuries to pass. Wait until you've been left abandoned in the dark, adrift, terrified. Then you can pass judgment. But until then, I must get to the business of living.
Stay here. We're not done talking. I said stay here. Ah! Hey! Cut that out.
Do try and keep up.
Their job makes them go crazy. In the first game, it read that the conspirators felt that mediums not doing their job makes them go crazy in the first game was a mistake. I guess this is what they did about it.
Hey, Maddie.
Yes, Malone.
You killed Lauren and Patricia.
I did not. I admit, their mind's rejection of me had unintentional consequences. But there was no malice intended.
Well, that's just Jake, as long as there was no malice. Maybe you didn't mean to kill Lauren and Patricia, but you did kill George Austin.
As a spirit, I hardly think so.
Bull, you're the only one with any motive. I don't know how, but it was you.
Poor Cooper. A weakened soul is such a sad thing. And his mind was so easily controlled. Why, in such a state, he could be told to do anything. Anything at all. And he would do it, with no memory of it. Well, perhaps some residual guilt remained. He has gotten quite agitated since it happened. Fortunately, that is no longer relevant.
Michael Cooper. He's the one who shot George Austin, apparently.
Now what?
I will simply live. I will grow old and I will die, like any other soul. And when that happens, perhaps I will move on as intended. It is a slim hope, but after centuries of existence, it is the best I have.
Like, he might have rigged the ladder.
I had no memory of it.
Mm-hmm. Apparently Madeline manipulated Michael Cooper into collecting the other souls. He was the one who shot George Austin at the beginning. He was probably the one who rigged Fielding's ladder to collapse when he climbed it.
Did he drug someone's valiant?
No, that was deliberate on her part. Okay, thank you. Sorry, the power flickering made the TV do something weird.
I'm gonna fix this, one way or another.
You honestly believe that?
This might seem strange to you, but yeah. I've always known I was here for a reason. And maybe this is it. To fix what spooks like you screw up.
That is amusing.
Amusing?
Yes. You honestly don't know. No. No, of course you don't.
Of course I don't know what.
You think you are so special? You think you were, what, chosen? You were nothing important, Malone. You were merely the last.
The last what?
The last spirit we saved, before I was banished. I cannot continue the duty, so it was passed on to you.
What the hell do you mean I was the last spirit you saved?
Honestly, did you think you were different from any other lost soul? The confusion, the fear they all felt, that you felt. It is no wonder you have forgotten.
Doesn't matter. That was then. This is now. And right now, I plan on fixing this. Why are you pacing around?
No reason. I am just enjoying the sensation. It has been a long time since I have felt snow on my face.
That's not your face.
True, I suppose, but no matter. I am still enjoying it.
You can't go any further, can you?
Whatever do you mean?
You're stuck. You're tied to Michael. Trying to escape it is like hitting a brick wall.
It is a temporary setback, nothing more.
What are you gonna do? Lug Michael's body around in a wheelbarrow? I'd like to see that.
Don't be absurd. You know as well as I do. I am bound to his corporeal form for a few days. After that, I will be free.
Ha! Some master plan. All this planning, all this death, and you can't even cross the street.
Only for a day or two. I can wait. I have infinite patience.
Yeah, but you need to eat.
Yeah, but does your stomach? You're gonna get hungry.
Any problem has a solution.
What about going to the bathroom? Red drank a lot of coffee.
So much.
Perhaps burning Michael's body to ashes, or some kind of cleansing ritual.
Here's an idea. Take a powder. Just leave us the hell alone.
Take a powder.
Let me think.
I don't want to let you think.
I can't wait for the cops.
I can't wait for the cops to show up. A dead priest and you just around the corner? Bet you never expected to come back to life only to spend it in jail.
Will you be quiet? Honestly, why you haven't driven your host completely mad is beyond me.
It's not like I can do much from in there. It looks like a schedule of services. Fortunately, nothing's going on right now.
That's not a bad idea.
Or the totem.
What are you doing?
You know, Red and I have a bond. We gotta stick together. Where she goes, I go. You might be wearing Red's body, but you ain't her. There's a line in the snow, and you can't cross it. But Rosa Blackwell, she can cross it just fine.
You're hurting me.
Good.
Suck it!
Idiot! Do you have any idea what you just did?
I just evicted you, sister.
No, I will not be trapped in that limbo again.
Tough. You made this mess, now clean it up.
Very well. Just remember, you brought this on yourself.
Red, talk to me.
Joey?
You okay? Careful.
I feel...
You!
Great, like a bad penny.
Dispatch reported a woman ranting to herself in front of a church. I had a feeling it would be you. Care to explain the dead body around the corner?
Corey?
That's Officer Palmer. Now, explain.
No.
Miss Blackwell, I've been patient and cooperative so far.
No.
Stay where you are!
What are you doing?
Was it like this for them?
For who? Red?
I think it's happening.
Huh?
She's trying from the other
Auntie,
side.
my grandmother, it's happening. It's like no, it's too much.
She's accessing
Red,
her
stop
from limbo.
that. Come on, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Joey?
Jesus, cut it out! Not again, not you, not now.
Use the tie, Joey.
Help somebody!
The token!
Anybody!
I did warn you.
No. Huh? Joey? God, I'm tired.
Yep. Good call.
Hello? Auntie? Is that you?
Oh, hey. I saved you a seat.
Is that really you?
You asked too many questions. You always did. Sit down, kiddo. We've got nothing but time. Cigarette?
No thanks. Auntie?
Yeah, kiddo?
What happened to me? To us?
Don't know. Last I remember, my head hurt really bad. I tried to make it stop, but it just got worse. I might have thrown something?
You did. I was there.
Did I scream?
Yes.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
I hid in the closet.
Ah, good. Smart.
Yeah. We were possessed by this spirit called Madeline. She didn't succeed, but we ended up here. Somehow.
Oh.
That's all you can say? Oh?
Does it really matter anymore?
I guess not. You look so young.
Well, I take care of myself.
No, that's not what I mean. When I last saw you, you were over 50, at least.
So I kept on living, huh?
You were alive, if that's what you mean.
Hospital bed. Like Mom.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was my turn. And now, I guess it's yours.
I've missed you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About Joey? About my family? All of it?
You were 5 years old. You could barely understand how to tie your shoes. And I thought we had more time. But hey, we're here now, and we've got all the time in the world.
Is this where you've been all this time?
Don't know. Don't much care. The view is nice. I don't have Joey nagging me.
Auntie, you don't seem yourself.
You don't know me at all, kiddo. In this place, I feel more like myself than anywhere I've ever been.
Auntie, is my grandmother here?
She was, but she faded away. I guess it will happen to me soon. And you. But in the meantime, let's enjoy the view.
Huh. Sure is a nice view, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just enjoy it for a while.
Auntie?
Yeah, kiddo?
Huh.
Yeah.
Funny.
What?
I thought I might get up.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Do it.
Something wrong?
No, I had an idea, but it doesn't seem important.
I know the feeling. Just kick back. Enjoy the light show. Something wrong?
No, I had.
I know the feeling. Just kick back.
Get your token. No, you don't have to do it.
Auntie?
Yeah, kiddo?
Oh.
Yeah.
We can.
Holy shirts.
It's like they're reading from a playbook. Constrained, drugged, placed under observation. In a week, they'll move you to another ward. Then they'll poke you full of needles and nod thoughtfully while taking notes. Then they'll move you to a long-term care floor. Keep you drugged, fed, washed. And then, I'll watch you turn gray. I'll watch your skin weather and dry. And then, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I can't blame the universe, or death, or even you. This one's on me. Maybe I deserve it, but you certainly don't. There's gotta be a way to fix this. There has to be. This place hasn't changed all that much since the last time I was here. Home sweet home. Just an old closet. Full of junk and old clothes. Must I define intangible? Huh, this letter is dated several years ago.
Benjiro Hattori died. Okay, so...
Deemed unsafe by... Whoa, what did he do to it? Fast neutrons?
They brought Red in on this thing. It's just a file cabinet. Probably been here years. Looks like a duty roster for the orderlies. No point in reading it. I'll become very familiar with the staff here after a few years.
Are you sure there wasn't some? Well, she appeared to have, like, telekinetically lifted him up and possibly broken his leg or something.
This guy. Dr. Donald Quentin, or as I like to call him, Dr. Quack.
But he was alive.
Age 34. Height 5 feet 4 inches. Weight 118 pounds.
That thing
Subject
needs a date with a needle in the bread, or a fireplace.
Then herself. When restrained by a team of officers, she reacted so violently that 2 of them were hospitalized.
That, however...
It's an X-ray of Red's noggin. That guy was Lauren Blackwell's doctor when she was here. Did nothing but plug her full of drugs. I guess it's Red's turn now.
Deemed a danger to herself and others, she was sedated and brought to this facility. Subject exhibits the same
I've been wanting to
symptoms
give
as
that
other
guy a
members
piece of my
her
mind
family.
for years.
Violent behavior, incognizant of surroundings, unresponsive to stimuli. 4 years ago, I advised the subject to submit herself to testing and regular visits. The subject declined. X-rays of the skull show no abnormalities. Scans of the brain show increased activity in the parietal and occipital lobes. They're exhibiting short but regular bursts of intense energy. These findings remain consistent with what we know of her family history. It's as if she is receiving sensory input from elsewhere, and it became too much for her brain to handle. There is so much we do not know. I will continue to observe and report any findings.
I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see.
Oh, come on, you could knock the X-rays down or something.
No reaction. No surprise there. Nothing could get through that fat head of his. Some kind of abstract thing. No idea what it could be.
Looks like a brain.
Another computer doing something incomprehensible. It's a tray of medical stuff. Bandages, scalpels, forceps. I don't want to think what they do with them here. It's an X-ray of Red's noggin.
Probably can't get too far.
That's Rose's. That's the other one, probably. Benjiro.
Perhaps.
Empty. For now, anyway.
Sure about that?
No.
It's not Benjiro, still be here.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
oh.
There we go.
Hello?
He seems to be suffering from quantum effects.
Hey.
Yes.
Benjiro Hattori.
Hey, I did some research. Kinda. You're Benjiro, aren't you?
Benjiro?
Yeah. Benjiro Hattori? You were the last guy to occupy this room, so I'm guessing you're him.
What do you know of me?
You ran those Grace Group meetings.
Yes. That was so long ago. How long has it been?
25 years.
25 years? Have I really spent 2 decades of my life in this place?
Not exactly.
More than that.
More than that, Benjiro.
More than that.
You died here. You're haunting the padded room where they locked you up.
Yes, I thought as much.
You thought as
what?
much? You're saying you know you're dead?
I suspected, but I couldn't be sure.
How could you not know for sure?
Well, I've never died before, did I? My people spend so much time avoiding death that we refuse to believe it when it happens.
Your people?
Yes, I'm part of a society. Some would call us vampires, but not the kind time from stories.
Energy vampires.
We extend our own lives by consuming the positive energy from willing subjects. They die, but we live.
We ran into one of your people last year. Guy named Gavin. He killed a bunch of people. He tried to kill us. He's dead now.
I see. You must understand, I am not like my colleagues. I never liked hurting people, but I didn't want to die either. So I made a point of studying the life energy we consumed. I created the Epiphany experiment.
The Epiphany experiment?
I wanted to improve the lives of those I fed upon, not destroy them. Instead of removing positive energy from a subject, I increased it. I enabled them to achieve their heart's hidden desire, to create a surplus of positive energy, and I skimmed off the top.
Let me guess. It failed.
Yes and no. It worked too well. My mind couldn't take the energy. I went a bit mad, ended up committed here, and here I am.
Well, I hope you're satisfied. Your experiment ended up killing your subjects. Even worse, their souls.
Their souls?
You made them weak. Weak enough that they got, well, soul-napped by this spook named Madeline.
I see. I did not consider that eventuality, but it does explain much.
Eh?
Come with me. I must show you something.
Cyan hasn't shown up.
Finally, Cyan has showed up, but he said he'd be starting a few minutes late. Chronos said starting a few minutes late.
Oops. I feel like we're right at the end here. What?
I don't know what that is, but it can't be good.
Is this Ghostbusters?
That vortex. I witnessed its formation. I did not believe what I was seeing.
Why? What is it?
Energy is siphoning through the void at an alarming rate. Something is calling it, drawing it like a beacon. Something with enormous power.
Something, huh? And what is this something?
I cannot say, but don't you recognize the location? That vortex is over Grace Church.
Oh, Madeline.
Yes, if she has harnessed as much energy as you say, that is the only answer. But why would she do such a thing? What she is doing will destroy her soul, rip it into shreds.
She said she wanted to stop existing. I guess this was her backup plan. Good riddance.
You don't understand. This energy, it won't stop at just her. It will expand until it dissipates. It could destroy every soul, living or dead, within a 10-mile radius.
Of course it will.
More than
Damn
one or
it,
two.
This is my fault. Again, I set her loose. It's not enough, is it? It's not enough to destroy 3 generations of women. It's not enough to destroy half a dozen spooks. No. You gotta fry your own soul into oblivion and take the whole damn city with you. So, what do we do? Where the hell are you going?
I am leaving. I must get myself out of range.
What are you gonna do, haunt Jersey?
If I must.
What about the rest of us?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? That's it?
That is all I can offer. I fear that everything I've done only makes matters worse.
Hey, get back here! Damn it!
There's an open drawer.
Jesus, if that Benjiro guy is right, we gotta find a way to stop that thing.
They just found a weird way to
More
up the
technical
stakes.
crap that I don't know how to use. Guy manning the front desk. He wasn't around the last time I was stuck in this place. One of the few things that's changed around here.
Shoot, what now?
No.
I can't do it.
Says, we're good anytime, got caught up watching.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if...
and get started, you know.
Yeah.
whatever else happens.
Yeah.
This is a heck of a to be continued.
Uh-huh.
Chimney Christmas. Cliffhanger.
Come on, we meant to do it that
It's
way,
a solid
right?
later. It's a solid, you know, like early '90s Schwarzenegger
It
flick.
feels kind of like a chapter end.
No, Stallone flick, not Schwarzenegger flick.
Like the stakes just went up a lot, and one of the heroes is indisposed. And so the next chapter would naturally be getting the heroes back together and setting out to solve the crisis somehow.
It feels like we're much closer to the end than that. Is there really going to be that much left, though?
Probably not.
Well...
Oh, there's... maybe... Yeah, maybe not.
Well, thanks for watching.
There's a bit, but...
Jeez, this...
This has been fun.
Yeah.
It's also been
intense.
heavy.
Yeah.
I mean... No! Go on, Brendan.
Great Scott.
What?
What, honey?
Come on, Mark gave you the opening.
It's been heavy?
Not intense.
No, it's been in New York City. And in the snow. And in buildings. And not actually
This
intense.
is Brendan's, pun that he makes all the time. And it's his favorite dad joke.
Actually, a lot of it's been outside, but not intense. It would have been warmer and intense.
Let's say, being a dad now, making dad jokes kind of sounds like it's perfect.
He's been doing them since long before he was dad.
That's right.
Well, anyway, Cyan's up next. Stick around for him. I'll be back at 9 Eastern. We'll be playing everything. And then I'll be back on Thursday at 9 Eastern, where we'll probably be finishing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It feels like the end of that one, too.
Okay, Brendan. She's been up late a lot of the past few nights. Theoretically, we could come back here at 8 for 30 minutes to finish Blackwell. What do you think, Brendan?
Shrug.
I feel like we could do that without disrupting her routine too much.
I would be okay with that.
All right.
Sleep in her, cushion if need be.
Well then.
It's not like she hasn't been sleeping most of the day.
This is exciting. So yeah, come back in a few hours for the conclusion of the Blackwell Epiphany.
Dun, dun, dun!
Thrilling.
Thrilling indeed. So yeah, stick around for DJ Mon, and see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.